that now. Just a reminder, Dan did start the men's group. There's just a couple of guys in there right now, and I know that there can be sometimes, our hubbies are a little bit apprehensive and whatnot, but let this just be a tool for you when you're talking to people as well. So proud of Leah, who has our, I think first legit male. Oh no, Tanya is Bruce, so Bruce, but Leah, I think Bruce is in there too. So let's get that going and just, what?
No,
can you not stalk me?
I'm listening to you promote it. I want to hear how you're doing.
2 minutes ago, he's like, so will you plug the men's group? I was like, yeah.
I need to get as many guys as possible in there. This is going to be great. I know it.
So we're slow moving, but we're going to get them in there. But
Jason's great. I don't know which one.
Lita.
Yeah, Jason's great. We've got some good conversations. I like him.
So we'll just have that, because I think a lot of guys don't want to jump on board with us because we are primarily a female team, but we do have the men's group, and that is open at any time. I think that Dan has some plans for
August 5th.
That's
what I was going to tell you.
Dan is starting Body Beast August 5th. So if anybody wants to start that with him, he can do any program. He's got some ideas though for around fantasy football time, even to do or not, I don't even know if it's fantasy football time, but he's got some ideas to do a draft type thing where they all are doing kind of I don't know, the NCAA playoffs where they're doing a workout one week, a couple workouts from one program one week. And then the next week they're doing a couple workouts from the next program. And then they vote, and whoever wins that one, they move on to the next. So he's going to try to pull some sports themes and things like that into there. But maybe one day I'll have him go live and Rise Up Empire to kind of talk more about some of the plans he has in there. But just think about, who you may already know, and maybe that'll kind of widen your market if you know that we have a men's group there too. Okay, so diving into the CEO Academy, because again, I don't want to keep us here all night long. Some of us are planning on packing here later tonight. I'm super excited to see so many of you at Summit, and hopefully for those who aren't able to attend, they announced the dates and location for next year's Summit right at this year's event. So keep that in mind. We'll be posting that. Tickets go on sale pretty quick. There's a pretty quick turnaround, as well as hotel rooms. So if it's something that you want to attend, put it on your radar. Make sure that you're on the lookout for it, and we'll be all talking about it. And I'll snag as many rooms as I can in the early access as well. But you can always cancel. You can always get a transferable ticket. But if you have any thoughts about going, you should jump on it and plan for it. It is so pivotal to get face-to-face with the team and rock solid and just be in that atmosphere. It's absolutely incredible. I know many of us are nervous if it's our first time. I've been there and I still get nervous even though it's my fourth summit, but it's absolutely an incredible opportunity. And next Monday, 15th, it'll be the day after we get back, and I'll be asking those who attended Summit to kind of lead the call and share their takeaways from it. So hopefully we can all get excited too. But CEO Academy, for those of you who are in the group, great. If not, take a look around, join it. It's a learning type group. And I wanted to break it down for you because I think sometimes we can see all the posts in there and we can see all the videos and we can really get overwhelmed, and then we lean out instead of leaning in. It is completely self-paced, so there's no timeline on when you should be watching these videos. But what I can tell you is the videos echo the very mindset shift that we promised ourselves we would make in June. And I cannot say how, I could not be prouder of that mindset shift that we made, because it's a mindset shift that not many, oh, Lindsay, I just saw that comment, do a diet bet in the group. You're so right. That's such a good idea because they are so competitive. This mindset shift, it's not something that, a ton of I think the way that Doug Couch, and he's the one, Doug Couch is the one that does a lot of the talking in the videos, and he's done a Rock Solid team call. And to be quite honest, I find it very hard to listen to him sometimes because I find him somewhat arrogant. And I don't know if arrogant is really his personality or if he's just that odd personality. But what he'll say is, even for those of you who are going to Summit, you don't see men walking across stage as elite coaches, and you don't see them walking across stage for these huge rank advancements. But what you do see them walking across stage is the Million Club. And I know that our heart is for helping people, but they are in it to help people, but they don't care about those flashy things. And sometimes the flashy things doesn't represent an income. A lot of times an income can be built slow and steady, but consistently. And those who are at lower ranks often can earn more income than those that are at the higher ranks, because maybe they're making some decisions for their business that may get them higher in rank, but not necessarily in income. And so I really do like the way that he breaks down the blue season and the gold season. And so if you haven't taken a look at them, I would create kind of a calendar for yourself to read them. Now, to watch them. To be honest, I watch them while I'm doing other work. So like while I'm doing my vital behaviors, I will watch those videos. It really does echo that mindset shift that we made. There are 10 units in the group, but there are really 5 that you want to dig into. So don't let that overwhelm you seeing that there's 10 units. There's really only 5. The rest are kind of some graphics and things like this. But this mindset shift, you guys, of helping people, and no matter how, like that's where it all boils down to. We don't care if they get a challenge pack or if they get the quarterly BOD, because you are helping somebody. And that is why I think that we had such a successful June. And so many of you were showing up every single day and inviting, because it doesn't feel scary to invite when you know that you're going to be applauded and you're going to be valued for helping someone with quarterly BOD just like you would a challenge pack. And I think that ring the bell system was really nice to be able to do that, because the more you feel like, hey, this is worth it too, the more you're going to invite, because it's not as scary. But you guys, Emerald is so important, because as we make this shift in mindset to volume versus Success Club points, what volume does is it helps you build your team cycle bonuses. Your team cycle bonuses, you're not going to see those until you're an Emerald coach. So once you're an Emerald coach, and that's 2 coaches underneath you, you will begin to cycle, meaning the more volume that you and your coaches underneath you help people with, so the more people you help and that more volume, you're going to cycle. But you're not going to cycle until you're an Emerald coach. So that is really important. I took a lot of notes 2 weeks ago when we had that guest speaker on our call. You guys, I highly disagreed with a lot that she said. My ears were burning. I was fuming. When she said, if you don't hit Success Club every single month, you will not be successful, I had to take a step back. She had a good point. Success Club is not evil, and we've talked about that before. And last month I hit Success Club, but it happened extremely organically, and I'm going to share how that happened. I didn't feel like I was fighting for it point for point. But I don't agree with that the only way to be successful is to hit Success Club every single month and hit Success Club 10 every single month, which she said. Because there are a lot of people that are hitting Success Club 10 every month, but not moving their business forward. And that's not what we want you to do. Because if you're constantly looking for new people versus embracing the people you already have and helping them, you're not going to do anything. You're not going to move your business forward. But you've got to get to Emerald. Just helping people where they're at is so, so important. And as we're talking about growing your volume, I want to phrase it like this. So you're an Emerald coach. You've got 2 coaches underneath you. And one of those people that you signed is a spouse, because I always recommend signing your spouse high in your organization. I wanted to make this very clear, and I wanted to point this out to you again so that you don't forget. If you are helping somebody with something other than a challenge pack, quarterly BOD, Energize, Performance Line, anything that's not going to get you a Success Club point, put them under your spouse account. Your spouse is now their coach. Really, it's you. What I tell people is I say, you know what, I'm sending you this link. It's going to look like Dan's your coach, but we run our business together, and I'm really your coach, and I'm going to work with you one-on-one. It's just by name that this is just the way that we do it. I've never had anybody question that. The reason being is it's volume. So your spouse, so Dan, he's going to get commission off of that, which is really you, right? Because it's all your organization, is going to get commission off that, but then you're going to get volume. So if you only put it all under you, you're only getting commission. You're not getting that volume too. And that's what's so important. If you're in the CEO Academy, he talks a lot about that. And there's even a new leaderboard that they're doing to show team volume to celebrate. And we're celebrating those who have their husband showing up on that list, because it means that you're putting these orders underneath your husband. And I think that's sometimes where some of the women that are higher ranked in this company, they don't do that necessarily, because it looks like Dan's this all-star coach instead of Krista, and that can be and that can be an ego, and that can be a pride thing, but also recognition. So if recognition is what they want, they might not get recognized as much. But if you want to build a business and you don't care how you do it, you just want to pay for groceries each month, you just want to pay down your debt, you just want to have date nights with your husband, put those orders underneath your spouse so that they get commission, and then you will get Team Cycle volume points from that. But you've got to get to be an Emerald coach. So I wanted to make that very clear, so that, because I think that's something that we can really forget about sometimes. So make sure that you're doing that. This mindset shift, I think sometimes when we sometimes I think when the pressure is off Success Club and challenge packs, it can push us to invite more because we're less threatened, we're less intimidated. We just really want to help people. We don't care how we do it. But then other times, I think sometimes it can make us a little bit more casual in our invites and miss a day here, miss a day there, because we're not doing the Success Club banner. We're really not pushing that. So I want to say that this system of just helping people and getting volume in your organization to maximize the compensation plan and double your income, it's only going to work if you work. So you still got to do the vital behaviors. And if you don't know where to start, if you don't know what to invite to, start with our BOD group. Yes, it's the free trial, but so many that fall in love with our free trial group just look at last month, for example. So many decide to continue on with quarterly BOD. So that's okay. When we started making this mindset shift, again, challenge packs aren't evil. They are the best bang for your buck. And I kind of was a little bit leery as to how, so I'm going to offer them the quarterly BOD because I'm going to earn more commission off that. And I'm going to show you how that works in a second. But I know that the challenge pack's better for them, because if they get quarterly BOD, right, it renews once every 3 months at $39.99. That's a total of $160 for the year, right? For just BOD. And we know a challenge pack is BOD for 12 months and 30 days of Shakeology for $160. So I almost had to rack my brain around not feeling sleazy. I don't want to just offer that quarterly BOD because I know they can get more for their money here, right? So what I've been doing, and I'm going to read this to you, and I can even put it over in our team page. But what I've been doing is I've been offering them a menu and letting them decide, giving them all the facts. That is how, by using this menu, Success Club came very organically because people saw the value in the challenge pack. But not only did I help, I think 6 people with a challenge pack last month, I was able to help 5 other people with quarterly BOD. And I'm telling you what, I usually hit Success Club and that's it. I don't really sell extra Energize. I don't really sell extra, sorry, I was trying to hear if that was a kid. I don't usually really help anybody with extra bars or extra BOD. So that was a really great thing. Not only did I hit Success Club, but I just flat out helped more people. And so the menu that I sent them is, and I'm going to read to you kind of what I would say, and I would tweak for each person. And again, I'll put this up in Rise Up Empire, but I always used a graphic with it. And shout out to Leah, because Leah has been using something very similar for a long time. And Leah's been very successful with helping people with BOD. And I think a lot of times maybe she felt like a little bit of a failure because she wasn't getting those challenge pack sales. And at one point I even said to her, you know what, let's take out that BOD option for just $99. But you guys, that with this new shift in mindset, you can't do that. You've got to go back to that. And so Leah, you should be really proud of yourself. But so what I send to them is I just say, all right, so first of all, I find out what their goals are, right? Because and this is another thing. I helped 2 people last month with the UPF challenge pack. And I don't typically help with that. I typically go for the all access. So by asking them more questions, I really felt like I could cater to whatever it is they wanted. So I said to this person specifically wanted fitness and nutrition both. So I said, all right, so since you've indicated you want to work on both fitness and nutrition, your best bang for your buck is bundling Beachbody On Demand with Shakeology. You'll get 12 months of Beachbody On Demand, over 700 plus workouts, meal plans, recipes, etc., and 30 days of Shakeology to help really dial in your nutrition for $160. Shakeology has been a game changer for me and my health, and alone is $130. So bundling is such a great choice. Again, so when you phrase it like that, people are like, oh, I guess that really is good. So I've had people go with that option. But then I say right underneath that, 2 other options without Shakeology, if you want to just start with fitness and then we can talk about nutrition later, are 12 months of Beachbody On Demand for $99 or 3 months of Beachbody On Demand for $39. The 3-month package will renew every 3 months unless you cancel it after month 3. If you want to do that, which I know you won't because you'll love it, I'm happy to help you. And then I send them the graphic of enrollment options that we have in our photo albums over in, sorry, I'm trying to maximize this, that we have over in Rise Up Empire. And sending them a menu like that has just been so, so awesome. And they see the value, they're able to work through it. $39 isn't scary. And so at least for your own peace of mind, because that was what I needed to do. For my peace of mind, like I always offered the challenge pack because it was the best value. I needed to know that I offered them everything, not just the $39. Because at the end of the day, and I created this graphic, and I'm going to try to hold it up, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, and I hope so, because I just did it real quick before our call. Because residual income is how you're going to build your business. Shakeology, we've always been told, is the key to residual income. Because when they buy a challenge pack with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, Shakeology is the only thing that renews every month for residual income, meaning that you're not only going to make money on just the new people. Because if you don't have people continuing on with Shakeology, you are literally scrambling every single month to find new people to earn an income. We want those people that join you because we've promised them results and we've promised them that they're going to feel as amazing as we do. We want them to continue on. And oftentimes they don't with Shakeology. The average retention rate, not just for us, you guys, but for coaches across the network is 2 months. Unless they become a discount coach, they are only continuing on for 2 months. The $39.99 option for Beachbody On Demand is where you're going to get your residual income. Again, I just read my script to you, so I offer everything. But when people take that option, I feel good because I'm meeting them where they're at. I've had challengers who are lifers in our group that have never continued on with anything more than the quarterly bod. And I offer them the challenge packs. I offer them to upgrade. But for them, $39.99 is totally doable every 3 months, where $99 or $160 one time is very daunting. So I'm going to see if you can see this. All right. Can you see this? Oh yeah, you kind of can. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this so you can kind of see how it's like a step ladder. So I have, and you might not be able to read it, but I'll walk you through it. So right here, well, I'm going to go back to that. All right, so we've got June is right here. June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. I went all the way out to March. This is almost one whole complete cycle if somebody was to do the quarterly bod. So what happens is my goal is going to be 5 quarterly bods a month. I want to hit Success Club. It's important for me to feel like I'm helping people with Shakeology, and that's kind of how I feel like I can do that because Shakeology has played such a huge role in my life. But I also want, my goal is 5 people a month for quarterly bod as well. So in June, you're making $20, roughly $20 off each quarterly bod subscription. So you sell 5 in June right here, and you're making $100. July, you sell 5 more, you're also making $100. August, you sell 5, and you're making $100. You are not going to really see the value in quarterly bod and the increase in your income until that first round renews. Because quarterly bod is $20 commission versus a challenge pack that's $50. So this month in June, had I sold 5 challenge packs at $50 each, that's $250. But I sold 5, and that's $100. So you're not really seeing. At first, it kind of seems like you're not necessarily bringing in as much of an income. However, when you get to September and you help 5 people again, because your goal is 5 every month, you make $100 off those 5 people. But then up here, this circle right here, these are your June people that just renewed. And now that's your residual income at $200. Same thing with October. You helped your 5 new people, but July renewed. So that's $200. Then in November, you helped your 5 new people, and August is renewing. So that's one cycle. But let's just jump to December. December, you helped 5 new people, and your June are renewing, and now your September new people are renewing. So that's $300. When you go all the way out to March, you've helped 5 people new because your goal is 5 people a month, but your June's renewing, your September's renewing, and now your 5 people that you signed up in December is also renewing. And so you're jumping to $400 just simply because you're helping people every month. Not only are you just helping your new people, but you're helping people in our challenge group feel great and amazing about themselves. So for a 1 quarterly bod, renewing 4 times a year is going to bring you $80, just one, like one person. So Sally, you help Sally and she renews 4 times, you're making $80. Versus if you had helped Sally with the 12-month bod, you're only making $40 once. Or the challenge pack, which is $50. So again, for me, it kind of like, it was funny. It felt funny. Like when I heard I'm going to be making more money, it was like, well, geez, yeah, 30 quarterly bod. It kind of felt funny. But that's when we have to get over that part of it because we're helping people. How many people have you helped with quarterly bod in June and felt great about it, and they felt great about it because they chose that option because it was the best one for them? That's when helping people with Energize, throwing that in the cart. I know some people felt really funny about that. Don't do it if you don't want to, or maybe throw a box of bars in there. What I said to people is, hey, I put this quarterly bod in there for you. I also threw in my no excuse juice. This is my favorite all natural pre-workout. Sometimes I drink it at 4 o'clock in the afternoon so I can survive the rest of the day. Don't tell anybody, but I love it. You can take a look at it, read, see if it's for you. If not, remove it from your cart. Otherwise, you'll just be charged for that today. And in 2 weeks, when your trial is up, you'll be charged for your quarterly bod. Some people renewed it. Some people kept it in. So it's really up to you how you want to do that. But the goal is just truly to help people where they're at. And, you know, one of my girlfriends who told me, she said, I never hit Success Club, never. And she's so successful in her business. She would be an elite coach if she hit Success Club, but she doesn't hit Success Club. But her team's excited. And I think that's what we can do. If we can get excited about this, the coaches that you are bringing on and that you're going to bring on, we want them to know that our mission in life and our mission in this company is just really to help people, and that we don't care if there's points attached to it or not. And they're going to continue to get excited about this business because that's what we're doing, is we're helping people. And so when I heard the woman a couple weeks ago speak, that's how her team runs. And that's great. And they're fueled by that and they're on fire. But that's not us. And so I kind of wanted to just break it down to you a little bit more. And Doug Couch does that in the CEO Academy. So please make time to go through those. If we want to, as a team, even say, okay, there are 5 really important units. They're the first 5. If you want to scroll through 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're going to see graphics and things like that are also really important. So maybe you want to go through those and save them to your computer. But maybe as a team, we want to come together and watch these videos and talk about them, have conversation about them, brainstorm. I think it's really important. So please, if you ever have questions, let me know. But I hope even kind of seeing this was helpful to really break that down for you, because that's where the residual income's coming now. Because people keep pushing play. They don't keep drinking Shakeology, which I can't wrap my brain around that. And if they do, they become a discount coach, which is great too. But the residual income is going to come from the Beachbody On Demand. And then the second part of this, and then we can hop off. I don't want to keep you guys any longer, but one of the videos in the CEO Academy talks about stepping away from social media and helping people. And I think if you can kind of keep this in the forefront of your brain, and this is what I kind of do, is I just kind of brainstorm, it's going to help you a lot. The video is by Danielle Natoni. Maybe you've taken a look at it, maybe you haven't. It's a great video, and it talks about ways that you can help people that's just not on social media. So some of the things that I have been thinking about and brainstorming, and I want to share with you, and maybe we can create a thread in Rise Up Empire to share with each other as well. what you want to do is, she said, if you're not in your community known as the crazy Beachbody lady, you're doing something wrong. And I don't necessarily agree like that, but ways to, like Tanya said, Erica, when she first met Erica, she threw Shakeology into the conversation so casually. I think there's ways to do that so that people just know that you're open for business and you're a coach and you want to help them. So some of the ways are wear and share. So for those going to Summit, the core is huge. You know, I get things that say Team Beachbody Coach on it all the time. So if I'm running to Target, I have a Shakeology shirt on. I have a Beachbody shirt on. I'm not going to say somebody stopped me at Target, but what it does is if I see my girlfriends or I see somebody I know, it just kind of reinforces that I am here. It keeps you in the forefront of their mind. I bring my Shakeology shaker cup full of water everywhere I go. I bring it to the pool. I bring it to run errands with me. I bring it to the zoo. I plop it right in my stroller. I have had somebody stop me at the zoo and ask me about Shakeology. But again, at the pool, nobody's really coming up to me and asking me, but I have it. I'm sitting on the side of my pool playing with my kids, and I have it plopped on the side. And again, it's just kind of reminding them so that when they are ready or they want to do something, they know who to go to. She recommends taking a group fitness class, and this is something that I'm really excited to do. I'm going to start doing this in the fall. Once a month, just go to a group fitness class, because your point is you just want to meet more people, and you can wear your wear and share. You can bring your Shakeology shaker cup. You're not going to go there and you're not going to like vomit Beachbody all over people. But again, you're meeting other women who are into fitness, who want to better themselves. And it doesn't matter if they want to purchase anything from you that night or not, but you're meeting other women who are interested in fitness and nutrition, and you could offer them this other option or solution. So that was a really cool one. There's a lot of free fitness classes in your community. I know that I just went to like a park the other day, and they had like a brochure that said that they do free fitness classes at their pavilion every Monday nights and things like that. So Lululemon has yoga classes. There's a lot of places like that, but yoga in the park. Grab girlfriends. You guys, if you have coaches in your area, whether or not they are rock solid Rise Up Empire coaches or not, get them and do it together. Because the more you can have face time with not only coaches on our team, but coaches in the network, it fires you up. So if you don't want to go to one of these fitness classes by yourself because it makes you nervous, grab other coaches and go. Make a night of it. Get these meetups. That's what's going to excite people to join us, because they see us having these like relationships on, you know, our virtual gym and on Facebook and in our groups. But when they're seeing us live and in person together, that's what people are missing. So grab some coaches or grab some girlfriends and go and do that. Local gym. I know some really small boutique type gyms here in Cincinnati. Maybe you do as well, and maybe you don't know the owners of them, but maybe you do. She recommends seeing if you can set up a booth on a Saturday morning and hand out Energize samples. You guys, it's things like that that maybe might make this a little bit more fun for you, because maybe it's really daunting to be on a computer. Now, I'll always tell you, sitting at a gym behind a booth with samples is scary for this introvert. But I have done pop-up markets where I have gone to like, I've done a bridal show. I've done one at my local rec center for other vendors. It is so empowering. It is so awesome to stand there. That's how I met Beth Stevens, you guys. We were standing right next to each other at a pop-up market. It's really empowering to talk to women in person about what you love. And you know they're coming up to your table because they want to hear more information about it. They're not giving you crickets. They came up to you because they want to know. And so to be able to share with them in person is really cool. So I would encourage you to look for those opportunities in your community, maybe a bridal show, or I know lots of like moms groups, like MOPS or just moms groups in general will do things like that. That was mine. It was just a moms group. And bring another coach. If you have another coach in your area, bring them. And you know what Danielle Natoni said? She was like, I don't care. Split the names, because you get their email addresses, you get their contact information, you know, split their names. It's not necessarily about getting sales. It's about building relationships and fueling your own fire. A fit club. This is something that Carolyn and I did. Carolyn Holman and I did at our school, because we taught at the same school there for a while. We would hold twice a month fit clubs. And we would just host it, and it was actually like the chorus room, I think. We would project Beachbody on Demand on a screen, and we would do a workout. We would all pick it together, and it was so fun. And we got away from that, and I want to get back into that. Dan and I are looking into doing one together at our local rec center. Again, if this makes you nervous, grab another coach friend and do it. Doesn't matter if she's on our team or not. It was so cool to be around other women who liked fitness. Again, there's in it for the same reason you are. This is another thing she said, and this is my last one. Again, this is just kind of things to get your wheels turning as well. Maybe think about it. She said birthday presents or any type of present. She goes, I always buy them a present, but then you better believe I put a thing of Energize in there, or I put a thing of Shakeology in there and say, hey, you know what? Why wouldn't I want to give you the gift of nutrition or the gift of my mom crack, because I can't survive without it. I don't think that's tacky. I think if you do it in the right way with some humor and some like, hey, I just want to share this with you, I think it could be a really good thing. So just, I think so many times we get stuck behind the computer. Those are some really great ways to step outside the box and get yourself in front of people. And again, it's about number one, building relationships, and number two, fueling your own fire, because it can be really hard to sit behind a computer, send messages, get no's and crickets, right? Really discouraging and frustrating sometimes. And then it makes you want to stop. Getting in front of people together with your team and like-minded people fuels your fire, which is why Summit is so unbelievable, because it's like a Super Saturday on steroids. It is so cool. So we're so excited to share kind of our journey over the next couple days with you. Again, if you're not going, you guys put it on your list for next year. It's absolutely incredible. You're surrounded by 20,000 people who are truly there to build healthy and happy lives for themselves, but then help other people do the same. And there's nothing like it. And so hopefully that breakdown was helpful for you a little bit today to see where that residual income is coming. Try to get outside out from behind your computer and connect with people in real life, because that's where it really all comes together. So we will see you next Monday for our Summit wrap up. Tanya, you're packing. Great. I have to go pack too. Oh, Shauna, you got the boys. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Literally, some of you.